I discovered Dr. Joe's work in the kind of summer of 2015, I guess. And that year for me had been a really intense year. So I finished my master's degree at NYU in May of that year, and at the very beginning of the year, on January 1st, I had stopped taking Adderall and Vyvanse for ADHD. So this kind of like 6 months beginning of the year was really, really tough. I felt like I was living in just this like overwhelming fog all of the time. And I had taken, I was first prescribed these stimulant drugs for ADHD when I was, I think 17 or 18. So it had been almost 10 years that I'd been taking them every single day. And it had become this thing that not only was I just really, really, really reliant on in terms of daily functioning, but also something that I had a lot of shame about because I didn't feel like I could really do the work I was doing, which even being in school was really, really challenging. But it kind of came to this point where I didn't want to be reliant on them anymore, and I didn't want to have to take them every day. And I also was worried that I was like irreparably damaging my brain. So that year had just been really, really tough. And I had graduated from my master's program, was living in New York, didn't have a job, was really, really lost and kind of confused about what I was even trying to do and if I would even be capable of doing the kind of work that I wanted to do. So I learned about Dr. Joe's work through Hay House, and then also my mom had seen him speak at an event, and she had gone to a progressive workshop and shared the meditations with me. So I started doing the meditations before actually seeing him speak. But I started doing the meditations, and I started doing them every day. And the thing that I focused the most on was finding like an energy within myself rather than an energy from some external source. That being like prescription drugs or even like caffeine or food, just to be able to like cultivate enough energy to do the things I wanted to do. And then the other thing I focused on a lot was I focused on the letter C for career and community, feeling like I just needed help like creating what that would be, and had no idea what it would look like. My background and my field is very interdisciplinary, this kind of convergence of art and technology. So there's not really a clearly defined path at all. After, I guess, maybe 3 months of regularly doing the meditations, one of my old professors from the University of Colorado, where I went to undergrad, got in touch with me and asked if I would want to come back there to teach. So I ended up moving back to Colorado, where I'm from, and finding this like community there that I never knew existed when I had lived there previously, and then also finding myself in this career that I'm so incredibly proud of and brings me, I mean, every day, like in front of my students, I'll get like choked up and teared up while I'm teaching because I can't believe that this is my life, and it just feels like such a blessing. So now I'm part of full-time faculty at CU in the engineering school, and it's been this just incredible gift to be a part of that world. And I have this like energy vibration inside of me all the time, and like the thought of taking a stimulant now to get through my day feels crazy. I can't even drink like green tea. I'm too off the wall. Like I have so much kind of vitality. It feels like such a blessing. So I feel really grateful to have found this work.